Hey folks, this is Ken, and thank you for tuning in to the Model Building and Retirement channel. In this episode, I'm going to give you a little recap of my thoughts of the Detroit Area Modelers Show. That was a great show on October 19th, just a couple days ago. And I'm going to also give a bench update and some shout outs. Stay tuned right after the intro. Sponsored by Model Makers Workshop. Need parts for your next model project? Model Makers Workshop has you covered with the best aftermarket accessories around. And by Gallery, your one-stop shopping for all your airbrush needs. Okay, we're back. I'll tell you what, that Detroit show was really a great show. I'm so glad I went. It was just shy of 4-hour drive for me, so I headed out Saturday afternoon on the 18th, spent the night in a hotel overnight, got to the show early in the morning, and spent the whole day at the show. And then afterwards, a couple YouTubers, fellow YouTubers and model builders, we all went out to dinner, folks that I met there. And then I had my long drive home and got home Sunday night about 8 o'clock. But what a show. It was the biggest show I've ever seen. It was in Waterford Township at the, what was it called? Oakland Expo Center. Now, my understanding is that's a temporary location, so this show and the next show they have is going to be there. Well, the previous, or the permanent home, I think it's called the McComb Center, is being rebuilt, I guess, or modified or remodeled or something. So, anyways, one sad thing, I took a bunch of video. I took a video of all the tables, and I slowed down really good because I got criticized a little bit for my Akron video, or Copley, Ohio video, that I was going a little too fast. So I really took my time. But unfortunately, I bought a cheap dollar store selfie stick because the gimbal I was using the week before, it just didn't have the range of adjustment that I wanted. I couldn't get a good view of the cars with my camera. So I was using my iPhone with a selfie stick. And it has a little remote button that you plug into the phone, and then you work a button on the handle. Well, nowhere did it say anywhere that if you plug into that port, you're going to mute your audio. So I did tables, great show, but I have no audio whatsoever. And I think that, to show that video, you really need the ambiance of the sound too. Plus the conversations that are going around are interesting when you're going car to car at the tables. So I am not going to publish the videos of the show, unfortunately. And if I did it to music, it would take a whole lot of free, copyright-free music that I'd have to go find. And frankly, there's a lot of good coverage. In fact, my friend Craig Woods, who I met at the show. Let me have a picture here. In fact, it's sad because we had a nice little 30-second promo that we did together there. But once again, I didn't have the audio. But Craig's a good friend of mine. He is from Michigan, so that was his neck of the woods. And the Bigfoot that you see me in at the very beginning of this video, sitting in that chair, that is his model. It's an awesome kit that he did. And he has a picture of it. I guess the real Bigfoot was at some show or something, and he took pictures of it, so he modeled after it. So the Bigfoot that he had that big swinging chair hanging from the front. So I thought that was pretty cool. Also, he's responsible for this Detroit Motor City build here. He did 3D printed on his printer, and it's beautiful. So I'm borrowing that for a backdrop. Thanks, Craig. And he had a lot of other nice builds there. But about Craig is, I saw him, he took a lot of good videos of the tables. I watched his video. So I'll tell you what, it is better than probably what mine would have been. So I'm going to have a link in the description for his video. And, above here, his channel name. But it's Craig Woods at Craig's Corner. And very good guy. Funny guy, young guy, a lot of talent. He's my mentor. He taught me a lot of stuff. So I enjoy watching his channel. And we just hit it off a lot, real good. So we hung out pretty much most of the day. I met so many followers and subscribers to my channel. It was really humbling. I'm really just so impressed that so many people are watching my channel, because, the subscriber numbers indicate, somewhere just over 4,000 subscribers. But just all the local shows I've been to, I've been hit up with so many people that I'm sure there's a lot of more viewers than there are subscribers. And of course, the YouTube data kind of shows that too. You get a lot more people watching than subscribing, which, by the way, if you have not subscribed, it's absolutely free. And hit the button down below there. And, the higher my subscription count, the more populated my videos are in the search engines, and we bring on more people to watch. So, help me out there. Absolutely free. Anyways, a lot of people came up to me, and of course, the first question everybody had was, how do you make yourself small in your garage like you do, or put yourself in a car or truck or whatever? It was fun kind of answering that question. And I'll tell you what, I've got a video in the works right now I'll talk about here in just a little bit, but I'm going to reveal my secret in the end. So it's going to be one of those little Easter egg things. So I met so many people, and I apologize, I can't remember everybody's names, but some of the notable people that I met was Phil at Horton's Hot Rod Shop, and I'll have a link in the description for his channel. He's a fellow YouTuber, very nice guy. We had a good time there. And then there's Mike at Chester's Models, and that's another YouTuber, a younger guy. Really appreciate that. He's a very talented younger man. Probably the youngest model builder that I've met so far. I can only guess that he might be in his upper 20s, maybe, tops. so it's good to see somebody younger taking on the builds and doing a channel. So that was really exciting. And I'm following you now, Mike. And I met his dad. He goes by Pops. And then Mason at Scale Dream Studio. I'll have a link in the description for him too. And so many other people. I'm sorry if I can't, remember the names. I'm an old man, so I don't remember names really well. Let me show you what I bought there, and I really behaved. First, I'm going to do a shout out. A couple weeks ago, I met Kevin Smith at the Copley, Ohio show near Akron. And he's the guy that I'm sitting on his Firebird at the intro, if you've seen that one. I pretend I scratched his hood or whatever. A really nice guy. And he had several of his builds there that he had done like 20 years ago. And they were just absolutely stunningly beautiful, almost near perfect. So we hit it off pretty good. And he emailed me the other day saying he was going to send me something. So Kevin, I got it yesterday. And he typed up this nice, I don't know, maybe 10 pages or so, a very detailed painting instructions, guide to painting for scale modeler, absolutely free. He said I could share this, so I think what I'll do is I'll get that scanned, and I'll put a link into my description on an upcoming video where you can download it. I've read through it. It's very good advice. Some of it is, it's going to be geared to the products he was using at the time, which are not 100% matched to what I'm using, but the advice is very solid and very sound. So Kevin, thank you very much for doing this. I appreciate it. And he wrote me a bunch of little supplementary notes here. Well noted. Thank you, Kevin. And then another quick shout out is Papa's Model Workshop, who I've covered him in the past. He's a good friend of mine too. And he just mailed me some of his stickers. So I'll have a picture of this up above me here too. And I'll have a link to his channel in the description. So what did I buy? I really behaved, folks. I got to tell you that. Mainly because my spending's gotten out of control. I just added a real nice 10 by 20 foot shed. Real nice build on it, the one with the fancy doors and windows and shutters so that it looked pretty in the backyard. Well, that was a pretty good chunk of change to have that built. Then in the ground prep with all the crushed granite and compacted soil to put that on, that cost a nice chunk of change. And then at the last minute, I decided to add electricity. So that cost me another small fortune to have power run from the house all the way out to the shed. So now I have lights and light switches and stuff. In fact, it would be a beautiful studio for my models and for filming, but that's not why I bought it. I bought it for storage. Now it will give me more room inside the house, so it's a win-win. And I got a bonus too. They wired an existing shed I had too, since they were in the area. Unfortunately, they tore up the yard too, though, so that cost me more money. I had to go out and buy, because I used a little mini excavator and kind of tore up the lawn. So I had to go buy, I had to have topsoil delivered and grass seed and all that. And so I spent a small fortune. Anyways, what did I buy? So first of all, I'm going to be trying on some new paints here, which I'm going to cover in just a few minutes after this. But, I took advantage of these little bagged items. And these were $12 each for 3 kits in each bag. But I made a deal with the guy, and I paid $5 each. So I paid $10 and got 6 model kits. And they're going to be mules for experimenting and painting or whatnot. And, there's some cool cars in there. So I'm thinking that when I'm done playing with them, that I'm probably going to patina them up a bit and make a little junkyard diorama someday. So no waste here. I'll be making good use of them. Of course, I bought that to experiment with a new paint, but I did already start that video, and I just jumped right into a kit that I'm going to be building. So, so much. The plan was to experiment on this, but no, I tried it right on something new. What else did I get? Okay, so on my USAC build on the 69 Camaro, everybody seemed to like that paint job. That's the one with the color shift paint job and stuff. So I picked up these really cool looking 3D printed wheels and tire set here, and I'll have a picture above me, a close up of it. Even though I have a sponsor now, Model Makers Workshop, who is sending me a bunch of stuff. I think I'm supposed to get my first shipment Friday. But I just happened to be at the show, and these were there, and I liked the look of them, so I picked them up. Whether I use them or not, I'm not sure, but, they're oversized wheels. They're going to look good with the Resto mod. So I have to do some modifications to, get these to sit just right and get the ride height right on the car. And then I bought a few more sets of pre-wired distributors. I'll have a picture above, but these are from, it's called MAD. It's www.madmodeling.com. So I have a bunch of these now because I figured I'm going to start wiring and detailing out all my engine compartments. So I probably have about 10 sets of pre-wired distributors now to use. Okay, so what else? So I did pick up a new sponsor, Gallery, and they were kind enough to send me some of the Kaleido paints. So I am doing a review right now on a video. It'll be coming out here very shortly. I've already got it all the way through clear coat. I'm waiting for it to cure up so I can sand and polish and see where it takes me there. But it looks really intriguing. I see a lot of other people on YouTube doing demos of the paint, and it looked really good. So I had to see for myself. And I tell you, it really looks promising. So I'm not going to give away too much right now, but that's coming up in a video. And, well, that's about it. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you very soon. I told you I'm going to have that paint tutorial coming out here very soon, and I started a new build, so a lot of stuff coming. Now that it's getting colder and colder and colder here in Ohio, you're going to see a lot more videos pumping out because I've got a lot more time on my hands, less riding the motorcycle and less outdoor work. Although I'm going to still do that. Like I ride year round if it's nice. If it's at least over 30 degrees and dry, I'll take that bike out. I got heated grips, heated seats, and I'll ride it all year long. Okay, well, thanks a lot very much, and we'll see you very soon. Thank you.